Hi crafty friends, this is Gloria Parra with Bella Blvd, and today's video is a really special one for me and honestly a little emotional. I will be scrapbooking a story that I've been holding on to for a very long time, waiting for that perfect collection, the right moment, you know, when you have those stories that are so meaningful to you that you just put them aside, waiting for, I don't know, the magical moment to come. So the photos that I'll be using aren't perfect. The photos that I'll be using are not perfect. They are not portraits of my daughters, which I usually use. They are a little chaotic, but they tell such an important story of our home. So we've lived in this two-story apartment for 13 years, and it's where my husband and I started our family together. It's where we brought our girls home, where we raised them, and where we've all grown so much as a family. So this place has been our sanctuary. And one of the most special spots in this home is my girls' playroom, which is right beside my craft room. So it's a big place. It's a very happy space where we've spent countless hours since the girls were crawling and learning to walk, all the way to their big girl adventures and even a pandemic. So yeah, it's where we spent so much time. So I just want to flip through some photos. As you can see, we have lots of stuffed animals. They love them. We have lots of storage, and it's very, very colorful. So, you know, it's filled with their favorite things and filled with so many memories of my girls. So I get emotional even talking about it because it will always hold a very special place in our hearts. And we will actually be moving really soon. So I think that's why I finally decided to work with these photos, to tell the story and just to document it so my girls will forever remember this special place, and for me to remember where we spent our days, and I can remember them playing because they love playing. So that's why I'm so excited to finally document this memory, this story, using this brand new Love Grows Here collection from Bella Blvd. As you can see, it's very colorful, it's full of energy and just bursting with joy, you know? Just like that playroom. So today I'll be sharing some of those photos, and I will be creating a layout with it that will capture all those fun memories. So as you can see, they've got their dollhouse, they've got the vet, the horse stable, they've got all the cars, the ice cream cars. It's just a beautiful place that we've worked hard to put together for them so they can play, because for me, playing is very, very important. I try to, you know, to really focus on them having fun and exploring all their creativity in this place. So yeah, we have tons of things there, tons of things that they love. So yes, they love playing there with their dolls. Here they have a little corner with all their dolls, and you know, they have the bed. And I love this crib because my daughter, I have a photo here, my youngest one, used to fit, yes, it's here. So you can see she used to fit in this, I'm sorry, I got all the photos wrong. She used to fit in this crib, and now she doesn't. So I just love those memories. They have this little place where they just sell things. They play that they're cooking. This is while doing virtual classes. And here's a great day. When grandma comes home, they play all afternoon. They take all their American dolls. So it's just a wonderful, wonderful little place where I want to scrapbook about. So let's start, friends. Let's put together a layout that will keep this memory alive forever. And before moving on to the layout, I want to mention that I did a flip through, opening all the packages, showing you everything in this collection, and I will link it down below and you can look at that because it is an awesome collection. And I will also leave some links if you would like to purchase this. You can use my links and help my channel grow. Okay, so let's start our layout. Okay friends, so let's start with our layout, and I'm gonna start with a white cardstock as my base. I usually love starting, when I'm using Bella Blvd products, I love starting with a white background because we have such fun, bold colors in these collections that I want them to pop, not clash between all the fun colors and patterns. So a white background is usually a way that I like to go with these collections. So I'm gonna start with this pattern papers, okay? And I'm gonna work from there. But when choosing my pattern papers, I like to mix a bold one with something more simple, you know, so they balance each other out. So I have this medium-sized patterns here, the hearts and the flowers, and I have this calmer one that is the tone-on-tone polka dot. So I think they balance each other out really good. And this one will be the one that ties all the colors together. So I'm going to start cutting a piece because I want a vertical line of the stripes going horizontal, and I'm going to cut a piece of, give me 1 second, I have this one already cut because that's the wonderful thing. This packs have 2 of each pattern, so it's 4.5 inches wide by 12. I have that one, and you're gonna need a piece of 9 by 5.5, and we're gonna place that one here. Okay, creating that sort of like an L shape, and that's gonna give a base for our photos and embellishments. So I've decided to use 3 photos for this layout, and they are 3 photos of my daughters in like the favorite places in their playroom. She loves dolls, she loves the dollhouse, and she loves playing the supermarket. So that's what I will highlight, and I will bring my photos. Let me have some little marks here that I did just to know where to place my papers. So I won't line up my photos. I want to have them like a little in a more playful way. So I will place them like this, so they're not that on a stiff line, okay? And also I like to keep my photos like clustered together because I think it makes them the start of the page, and I don't know, I love clustering my photos and having them in proximity. So let's move on. Now I have my little tray here with my embellishments, and we are going to bring in this fun orange pattern here. I love the subtle lines that it has, and this is a 3-inch circle that I punched with 3.5, sorry, with a very old Fiskars paper punch. And I want to tuck that one here at the top. And now we will move on. Oh, this one I think will have my journaling strips, but now I want to move on to the embellishments. This die cut here really reminded me of the building we live in, so it's great since we live in an apartment. And I want to have this tree behind it. We're gonna pop everything, you know, to make it even more playful and fun. Now at the top, I want to have another house here tucked behind my photo. And whenever you are putting your embellishments, try to balance color. So then I'm gonna bring some pink here because I'm missing pink, and I'm gonna bring some yellow down here just to balance things out. So I love this little couch with a cat. My daughters love bringing in cats from the neighborhood. There's always a cat waiting outside our apartment because they feed them, they play with them, so we sometimes let them in. We have a dog actually, but the cats are super friendly and they come in, and my dog is already used to seeing them. So I thought that little cat was super appropriate. So I'm gonna create another cluster here, and I love how that just brings in that memory and looks really good there. So I moved everything, friends, to start adhering, and I have this vertical strip adhered, and now I want to bring in the sticker sheet because I want to bring in some scallops on the borders just to cut those harsh lines and bring an organic shape to my design. Okay, so I'm gonna use, we have this 12 by 12 sticker sheet, and I'm gonna use this blue one and this green that are the same size. So let's tuck one behind this side. And this can be a little tricky. I usually take out the adhesive first, but I will try to put it, and if not, if it gets a little tricky, I will take the adhesive with my powder tool. So actually, I'm gonna put it, I won't tuck it in, I will just put it right to the border. So now I have my two borders adhered, and I've used my palette here to curl up the edges a little. And I love how this breaks that harsh line, and it brings more fun element to the paper, to the layout, sorry. And now I'm gonna adhere this piece of paper. And if you want to recreate this layout, I will give you just the placement of that paper, and it is at 4 inches from the bottom and just like a quarter from the left. So I'm gonna bring my photos back again, and I'm gonna place them in that fun way that I told you, and we can pop them up a little to create even more layers. So I've adhered my middle photo flat with just double-sided adhesive, and a little lower I've added foam adhesive to the left photo, and I'll be adhering this one with foam adhesive as well. That way we will have that fun difference between the photos, just making some pop and having another flat. Now let's bring in this orange circle that I will carefully try to tuck behind my two photos. I can adhere that. And my little house will be popped with 1 millimeter foam adhesive. So I use 2 millimeter for the photos, and I'll be using a thinner one for the house. I just love playing with thicknesses. I love playing with dimension and all those layers. It's something that I think really makes a difference when you're creating your layout. Now let's bring on this fun house here, our little tree, and we're gonna pop this one as well. So I'm gonna use a 2 millimeter foam here. And now we will create our third layer with that little couch and the cat, the kind of shelf furniture there. And I want to add this flower pot here on the right. So let's do something. I will add a 2mm just on this side to have it on the same level. Okay, so those are the only things you need to consider when you are using foam, is that sometimes you want to level things up so you don't have it sticking down and you have it right on the same level as your photo or any decoration that you're using. This one will be adhered flat right behind, and we will finish with that little couch. So I want this to pop even more, so I'm gonna bring the higher foam adhesive, the thicker one that I have, and this is 3mm. So I'm gonna pop it up with that one so it's a little higher than the one below. And now that we have our 3 embellishment clusters, I love how that's flowing. It just takes the eye around the page, starting up here, moving through the photos, coming to the little cat and down. So now let's move on to my title, and you get tons of titles possibilities in this awesome die cut packs. So I had a couple that I want to share with you. I love this awesome word that could have been awesome playroom. That would have been a great option. I also like the idea of happy together. So to use this happy chipboard would have been really nice up down there. I love that it brings the orange. So from all the options that I have, I've decided to use awesome playroom. And for that, I'm gonna bring in this die cut from the Words Ephemera pack, and I will use my Luna Alpha Puffy stickers to spell out playroom. And for that, I like to bring in my little flexible ruler here, and just I have a couple other here because I was trying a different title. So let's put together the word playroom. And these puffy stickers and alpha stickers from Bella Blvd are great to create your own titles, to stretch your collections. So go check them out because they are super, super fun. So I added some foam adhesive to the back of my awesome word to make my title pop a little. And I will adhere it below my photos and move on to the journaling. Now for the journaling, I've printed my text on little word strips, and I will add a couple of them up this circle and the rest of the longer ones down here. My story is a kind of long. I just love leaving some words for my girls. I think it will come the day where they will love to read those words, hopefully. Or at least I will enjoy reading those and remembering this years that feel that go super slow, but actually they go so fast, really. So yeah, it's gonna be great to have this memories and this words in a couple of years. So I will adhere those and come back for the final details. All right, friends, I have my little journaling strips adhered. I also used this foam strips to adhere them. So they also have that texture and dimension. And I love that they are subtle and that it maintains the airy feel that this layout has. So I like that. And now let's finish our layout. I want to show you that this blue scallop border here is very heavy. So I want to bring that to this side. We have some blue here, so maybe I was thinking of adding this blue chipboard cloud to this side here would be great. And that way we create a little balance from this side to this side with that bold blue cloud. So let's bring in a little foam adhesive just to pop it up. And let's put it here on top, overlapping our tree, and it balances the color out a little. Those are the little details that you can look at when finishing your layouts to see where you're missing some color. I know that up here I'm missing something pink, so I'm gonna try to find something that I can bring up there. I really like this Bella Pops, so maybe this is an option to bring a little floral piece overlapping my photo here, just like that. That could be a fun option. We also have little pieces like the epoxy shapes, flowers, hearts, and the puffy stickers. So I think I'm gonna leave that floral there, and I'm gonna bring this orange flower here. That way I am missing some orange down here, so I can bring that in. And I'm loving how that's looking, friends. I hope you've enjoyed putting this layout together with me. And I hope you check this collection out because it is fabulous, fabulous to tell all those, you know, home stories. It has cooking elements. It has so many potential for very fun family layouts. So I think that's it, friends. I'm gonna add just a tiny little embellishments maybe, and I will leave some still shots at the end. I hope you've enjoyed the layout and that you check those links down below. Until the next time, friends, this was Gloria Parra for Bella Blvd. Bye-bye.